Welcome to Taboo Texarkana, the podcast where we dive deep into the untold stories, spiritual journeys, and topics people don't usually talk about. I'm Colton Foltz, your host, inviting you to join me as we sit down with incredible individuals from Texarkana and beyond. And today I have the pole runner, the machine, Mr. Michael Pickens. Thank you so much for coming, man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Appreciate you guys reaching out to invite me.
Yeah. So where are you from? Start off.
Well, I'm originally from Idabel, Oklahoma, but after the military, kind of moved around. But right now, I'm living in Prescott, Arkansas.
Okay. See, I thought you were still in Oklahoma because when I became aware of you was a couple weeks ago. You were running in the rain, and I thought you were running from like Idabel to like Broken Bow or something. So, like, tell me about what was going on a couple Saturdays ago.
Okay, when I started my fitness journey, I have never did a run in my hometown of Idabel. So I posted up on Facebook and told everybody that I was going to do a run around my city because I was in a fitness competition where I got a lot of support from my hometown people. So I messaged everybody on that day. My wife checked the weather. It's like, hey, it's gonna be pouring. I was like,
Hmm.
great, because if it ain't raining, I ain't training. So I love that. So I love the rain. So when I started, I went down there. I got there around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, ready to go, amped up. And yeah, it rained, it poured. It was a lovely run. I had my pole with me, but when the pole gets wet, it gets slippery sometimes.
Oof.
So you really got to have it balanced and stuff.
Does it
But
get heavier too?
yes, it get waterlogged. It gets waterlogged. And it's already 70 pounds
Yeah.
and stuff. And but yeah, when it gets wet, it gets heavier. But I always used my run as a warm up. So I told the people at the gym, I was like, hey, after the 6 mile, we it's time to do a real workout. So that's always my warm up. So don't
Man, what was it? 6 miles?
yeah, 6.2, something around there. Yeah.
6 mile run with a 70-pound pole in the rain is your warm up.
Yeah, it's a warm up. That's
And it's crazy. I remember that week it was supposed to rain like every single day that week because I do landscaping and stuff. So I'm
mhm.
like checking the weather, and then it didn't rain at all, and then it rained all day Saturday, and it was pouring.
Yes, and the thing is, the reason I love the rain because I get hot real easy. So the rain, it didn't started running. It didn't start raining until maybe a mile or two into the run, and when it starts actually pouring rain and
Yeah.
cooling me off, the run got a lot easier.
What's the furthest that you've ran
24 miles with the pole.
with the pole?
I ran from my house in Prescott, which is in the country, all the way to Hope, Arkansas.
Wow.
So
There's 24 there and back.
no, 24 there. There's
How'd you
24
get
there.
back?
I had my wife pick me
Pick you
up.
up.
There's no way I'm running that, but she follows me on my long runs. So
Yeah.
I have a couple of long ones coming up that I'm training for.
Yeah. I've been seeing you talk about like 50-mile and 100-mile. So
Yes.
when are those?
The 50 miles is going to be around August, September time when it cools off a little bit. So I'm running from my house to Texarkana to a spot in Texarkana, and then the 100 miles. I haven't really planned that out, but that's my goal. That is my ultimate goal: is the 100 miles with the pole. That is my ultimate goal.
Man, you keep saying with the pole, and it just changes the
Yes.
game and the intensity of the endurance run. So when you did the 24-mile one, are you hydrating?
No.
Are you taking any
I
gels,
nope. I don't.
foods?
I don't take no water with me.
Ooh,
It's all gas when I leave there. Cause to me,
man.
when I'm running long runs, I like to be zoned out
Yeah.
and stuff. And when I take a sip of water or I take something or I got to stop or something like that,
Yeah.
it takes me out of that zone, takes me out of that mindset because I am lost when I'm running. I'm the most free I ever been or ever felt. And until I realize how tired, if I take a sip of water, then I realize how tired I am and how far I got to go. So that zone that I'm in is gone.
Yeah.
So I like to be in the zone when I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's crucial. That makes sense. Anytime I stop running, that's when I feel the run.
Hmm.
Um, I did a half marathon at the beginning of the year and it's 13 miles or whatever. And
Yes.
I was like, there's no way I'm gonna eat, and like there's all these aid stations with bananas and like gummy
Hmm.
bears and stuff. And I was like, no way. And then mile 10, I was like, man, I am kind of
Yeah.
hungry, man. I never thought like who would eat while they run? Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. But now that I've been doing it a little bit,
Hmm.
I've I've been fueling a little bit.
Yeah, and a lot of people ask me about that. It's like, you don't take no water. I was like, no, I hydrate before the run. I hydrate the day before and
Yeah.
before I run. But after that, when the run gets started, there's no water. I don't care if I'm running and working out. I don't drink any water, and I don't want nobody to take this,
Yeah.
because this is just what I do.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable being in the zone, but yeah, there's no water, there's no food, there's no salt tablets, there's no nothing.
So for the 100 miles, you're not gonna.
The only time I'm stopping for that is to change shoes.
Yeah.
I am going to change shoes at the 20, 25, 26. Might be at the 26.2
Yeah.
mark. I'm probably change shoes.
That's what I've heard is for these like 100-mile races, people will bring like multiple pairs of shoes. They'll
Mhm.
stop and like wipe their feet off because like
Yes.
your body releases the salt and it creates friction. And so,
Hmm.
do you ever deal with like blisters or?
No, I ain't never dealt with any blisters while I've been running. The only thing is with the pole, because it's heavy and it does dig in my shoulder. So I constantly have to keep moving the pole from side to side. So you'll see me adjust the pole, and adjusting the pole is a skill within itself,
Oh, yeah.
because you have to throw it. Oh, you have to do it while you're still running. So you have to put it on the other side of the shoulder, and you have to hold it a certain way where it's balanced, because too much in the front it'll weigh on your collarbone, and too much in the back now it's pulling you back. So
Man,
it's a kind of like a fine art for it.
do you have a handle or something screwed in to where you're like
There's
holding a grip?
Yeah, there's one handle, and the thing is, I got this pole like this. I found it like this, so that's how I know it was made for me when I
Yeah.
found it. So it's the handle, the balance, the handle is perfect for me to grab, but I really don't use that often. I usually just throw my hand around the pole, and yeah, just
Yeah.
balance it like that. But it takes a lot of work because your shoulder gets wore out. But now, like, I'm used to it
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and my shoulder done calloused up a bit, so and it doesn't hurt
Dang.
more.
So how long have you been running with the pole?
Day one,
The-
17 months, 17 months around that. When I started, I was doing it before then, but it really wasn't nothing
Not like it
serious.
is
Yeah,
now.
not like it is.
And so what keeps you pushing when your body's telling you to stop?
Uh, Nothing. My body's on there. I don't train my body to it doesn't tell me to do that. Um, I know a lot of people, get into that spot. It's like, oh man, we need to stop. We need to stop. But the tired I get when I know that something's hard finna come, like I have two hills, Stairway to Heaven hill, Heartbreak, and Heartbreak hill. And these are the two hills. Like when I'm running like 6 miles, those two hills are my testers and stuff like that. But I know when I finna hit this hill, instead of my mind saying it's like, oh man, we gotta go up this hill, it's gonna be hard. I actually get inside, I smile before I get to the hill, and I tell it, just to, I was like, come on, it's time to get it
Just
now.
gonna do it.
Yeah,
There is no other option.
yes. And that's what I enjoy about my mindset is I done trained it in a way that it looks at a test as something that we can overcome now.
How have you cultivated that mindset? Was this something that has always been in you, or maybe something that you've developed through struggle?
Yeah, developed in a struggle. When I first started with the pole, I was in a bad situation. I was about to commit suicide that day, and man, I was in a bad way. I was out of shape. I didn't have any goals. I was having like some mental health issues and stuff like that, and I looked outside. Um, Well, before I did that, because I was at the park when that was about to happen, and I prayed and stuff like that, and it was like I say, okay, I'm gonna fight through this. And then when I got to the house, I was walking around the yard just trying to get my mind right. And I seen this pole just sitting over there in the grass and stuff like that. And at first I just picked it up and started walking with it. It wasn't nothing. I just picked it up, started walking with it. And then I started walking, running with it. But as I tell people, I store my emotions, all my problems, all my suffering and struggling. Everything is in this pole that's weighing me down. But I know that if I can carry this pole with all my problems and stuff like that, if I can carry it to a destination that I want to go to, like nothing can break me from there. So that's my mindset. Like nothing can break me. If this pole can't break me that I'm carrying for, ain't nothing no, nothing can do to me.
I love that. Um, that's how I feel pushing myself on these long endurance runs. It's like if this can't bring me, if I can do this, like all
Hmm.
my suffering, all the things I've endured, like none of it can affect me if I can run for 9 hours straight without stopping.
Hmm.
Like I can overcome, man, the physical. So are you saying that your legs don't hurt when you
My
run?
legs do not hurt. My legs do not hurt. The only time it got to me is when I'm wearing my first half marathon, 13 miles from my house to town. And then it hurt again. I was cramping my first 19 miles because I was trying to go for a full marathon run, but I could only do 19 miles. But once I broke that barrier,
Yeah.
it's like once I broke into that barrier where, that I could keep pushing. And because I realized on that 19 miles that, and it's always in the back of my mind, it's like, could I went further? And on that 13 miles, I didn't contemplate about the 13 miles because I knew I couldn't go any further.
Yeah.
But that 19 miles, like, could I go further? And that's why I tell myself every day when I work out, no matter what I'm doing, it's like, can I go just a little bit further and stuff? And that's my mindset. So,
Yeah. And if the answer is yes, if you can take one more step, man, we can
hmm.
go so much further than our minds will tell us. And that's something I've learned through the military and previous life hardships and experiences too. Um, I wonder if, because you work out too, right?
Hmm.
Like, I
Yes,
wonder if that's keeping your legs fresh too. Because,
yes, because I do brutal leg workouts.
yeah,
I do brutal, like just last, was it Wednesday? Or what's that? Yeah, probably Wednesday, Tuesday. I do a squat regimen where I do 40, 45 minutes straight squats. You only rest for 10 seconds in between sets. There's no sitting, and you just pumping them out, and your legs get so sore.
you got weights.
Yeah, it's 135 squats. So your first set, you try to pump out at least 30, 40 until your legs like completely give out. And then after that, 10 seconds rest, but no more. And then you go until you burn all the rest of them is burnout sessions. So
Man,
uh my legs is my pride and joy. I do brutal leg workouts. So my legs are pretty
yeah,
good.
that's good. I was like the other day I was at the gym. I was like, I'm gonna do 100 air squats, and I did 20, and I was like, ooh, that burns. Maybe I'll take a break every 20. And then I was like, don't be no bitch.
Yeah, that's how it
And I
is.
did the other 80 straight, like
Mm-hmm.
without stopping and like good form. And I was, and it burned and it hurt. And
Yeah,
it was like, bro, you ran
yeah.
31 miles a couple months ago. Just push through it. Cause
Mm-hmm.
I have a 100-mile race on the calendar,
Oh
and
yeah, you told me. Yeah.
I'm like, that's what I keep thinking about when I do these hard runs and workouts. I'm like, that
Mm-hmm.
100-mile race is gonna suck.
Yeah.
So like, this is easy.
Exactly. That's why I do when I'm running. It's like when they tell you it's you versus you or me versus me, it's like
100%.
that's what I'm chasing, that's what I'm running after. That is my only competition. Like when I run now, I don't like competition run because I get too competitive and it's not fun for me
Yeah.
anymore. But all my runs that I do solo, it's like I'm just enjoying the run now.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting, in the military, as you know, it's like, they force you to run. When I was in school, it was track and field, and it's like not forced to run, but it's like, forced to run
Yeah. It's
and
not your
stuff.
choice.
Yeah, it's one of choice. So now it's like I was burnt out, but now it's just like I'm enjoying the run again. It's
Yeah.
like freedom. I can go wherever, and it's just my mind is free. I'm enjoying, just enjoying it.
Man, I love it. So you served in the Navy.
Yes.
What made you join?
I was going to go to college, but my cousin joined before me, and he was telling me, he was a corpsman too. So uh, he was like, "Yeah, man, after boot camp, man, this, he's telling me how good it was and stuff like." So I was like, I made up my mind,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go." So it was good. Met some good people. I'm still friends with a lot of them.
So you were a corpsman.
Yeah.
Were you assigned with like some Marines?
Yes. Yes. And I didn't know that. I didn't know Corman went to. My recruiter left that out.
Of course he did.
My recruiter left that out, and but man, Marines take care of you so good, man. I mean, they take good care of their docs,
Yeah.
man. So I felt like part of the family, and like when they have the competitions, like either their PFT or their PFT. I get out there and I try to dust them all and stuff like that. But you know, I was always competitive when it
How
comes
many
to them.
years did you serve?
6.
6.
Yeah.
I did 5.
All right.
I was aviation
Yeah.
ordnance.
Oh,
So
okay.
bombs. I worked on an aircraft carrier
Oh man,
on the flight deck.
man, I can do.
That's what
Man.
everybody says, man. They're like, I can't.
Yeah.
And the Navy was my last choice. I
Mhm.
got into a little bit of trouble when I was like 17, 18, and none of the branches would take me. So I walked into the Navy last.
Yeah.
And you know how recruiters are. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we'll just,
We got you.
we
Yeah,
got
yeah,
you.
we got you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it was. But I
Um,
enjoyed it, man.
yeah. So did the Navy build the discipline in you, or did it help discover the discipline that was already there?
The Navy helped me competitive because I was already a natural runner and naturally just a fit guy. So I was always outstanding highs on my thing on my PRTs and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, PFTs, and I got the platoon high fitness award when I went to FMSS. But I didn't learn how to push myself. I was always afraid of pushing myself. I was always afraid of being tired or tiring out. There's one event, it was called the Corman Cup back then. And it was like I think a 5-day long competition where Corman comes out. It's the E course, the O course, the Zodiac. It was just all these things. And that last hump, that last ruck run, I knew that I could push myself because I was cramping my legs, and no matter how I was running, I just kept catching cramps in my leg. But there was one guy I couldn't give out because it was the last run where we was on our last guy, so I had to tough it out. So, but I didn't know my true potential until 17 months ago. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I consider it more like a competition
Yeah.
when I was there instead of me pushing myself.
Yeah. The military helped, like, I mean, there's people that the military doesn't just make soldiers, like,
Yeah.
or sailors or Marines. 'Cause there's people that join and they're just like, they don't care,
Yeah.
dirt bags. So it doesn't instill discipline into people. I think I already had it, and it helped me refine,
Yeah.
figure it out. It definitely pushed me past my limits and past my comfort zones. But
Hmm.
I agree, like, it never pushed me further than I've pushed myself on my own terms recently.
That's it. And that's the thing is like people don't understand is like if you don't have your own self discipline, the military can discipline you, but when you get out and it's all on you to
Yeah.
wake up and exercise, wake up and run, and wake up and do just natural things that you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
you know that's how I think that's where a lot of depression comes from because people are used to that structured life
Man.
being made to do something, and then when it's all on them, it's
Yeah.
they don't know how to do it.
I struggled with it when I got out. When I first got out, I missed the structure and
Mhm.
like just everything was consistent and like even
Yeah.
though you go to work, you don't know like when you're getting off, or, like when you're deploying, what's going on, but like everything's there for you,
Yep.
and like they tell
Yeah.
you what to do, where to go. There's no calling in, like you
Yep.
have to show up no matter what. You know exactly when you have to be there. And I mean, I was in a dark place when I got out. I
I'm
was
with you.
an alcoholic and drugs, and I have put a gun to my head a few times
Yeah.
as well.
And that's what that what broke me because I didn't know how to be a man. I had to find myself. I was like I didn't know who I was as a kid, and then when I get into the military, this is who they made me, but it's not who I was.
Yeah.
So me trying to develop myself, it took me years to find myself, and I was lost. I moved, drugs, drinking. I wasn't never stable in one place. It's like I get used to a place, and I move out of apartment, and I leave all the stuff there. I just pack a little bag, hop on a bus, and go to a new city. Don't know nothing about it and stuff.
Dang.
But that's what I was.
Yeah.
I was. I was scared of people getting to know me. I was scared of being a father. I was scared of being a husband. I was scared of just life in general and stuff. And you know that took me down. Took me down that place you don't want to go.
Yeah. So when did you get out of the Navy?
Uh, February 2006 or seven, somewhere around there. Because I got in 2001. So, and when I got in, that's when, as soon as I graduated boot camp, that's when the Twin Towers had hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
When you said '01, I was like, "Oof,
Yeah,
that was some rough years."
yes. So, but, it that comes with the territory. So,
Yeah. How long post military into the civilian life did you kind of drift until you got your mind right or you
that
started the pole and
that didn't happen till 17 months ago, man. I was lost all the way when I got out of the military. I was lost trying to find myself all the way up until 17 months ago, and it took me that long to find myself. And it was man, it was hard, man. It was trying to get used to you. Like you can't never. It's like you trying to get used to something. It's like you're doing your hardest, but if you don't know who you are on the inside, you still gonna be lost and trying. You can try to be a father, but if you don't know who you are on the inside, you can't really be that. You can try to be a husband, but if you don't know who you really are on the inside, it's kind of hard to be, that kind of person. So it was all the way up until 17 months ago.
man, I'm trying to think. I got out in 2017 and then I guess mine was like 4 or 5 years of like darkness and like really struggling. I mean, I was going through it when I was in the military. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I came back from deployment, my ex-wife was like on meth and all these crazy things were going on, and that's when 2015 like the darkness started to set in and I started to like not care about anything and would drink until 3 in the morning. And I was TAD to the military police
Oh,
master
okay.
at arms. So
Gotcha.
I'd drink until 3 and then go arm up at like 4 or 5 in the morning. And
Man.
it was some dark times. So
Mm,
when I got out, I was just a wrecking ball.
yeah. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. And it's just like you can try to be, somebody. I mean, you could try to be, that husband or that father and stuff like that. But like I said, after, because I had got out on a personality disorder and stuff, because I was breaking down while I was in there and stuff, and I wasn't no good anymore to anybody and stuff, and man, I still regret a lot of stuff because once I got myself right, it's like I didn't care then. I didn't
Yeah.
care about myself. I didn't care about nobody else. But as soon as you get that emotions where you actually start to care, it's like this flood of regret and
Yeah.
flood of sorrow. And it's like I was messaging my kids and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm sorry and stuff like that. It's like, I was just going through a lot of stuff and messaging people, just apologizing and, you know,
Bro, I feel all that. I didn't feel any of the emotions or the regret or any of that when I was like drinking and stuff. It
mm-hmm,
wasn't until I got sober and started like working on myself that I was like, oh shit, like making a list of people to like apologize to and that's probably been the thing I've struggled with the most is like regrets and like the
mm-hmm.
pain that I've caused other people when I was in pain. And when you're in that
Yeah.
darkness, bro, you don't even know. You don't even
Yeah, that's
realize
what
you're just destroying other people's lives while you're destroying yourself. Like,
Yeah, man, and that's what hurts is when you know that you're the cause of someone else's downfall and stuff, and
said
that's
it. Yeah.
man, that is hard to deal with, and you could even though moved on and stuff like that, that that keeps replaying in my head and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and I can apologize until I'm blue in the face and stuff like that, but sometimes it doesn't fix stuff. You can't give somebody time back. You can't give somebody you
Yeah.
know that kind of stuff back. So
Ultimately, you have to like forgive yourself and allow them to, because there's nothing you can't fix it
yeah,
anymore. Like you can't apologize, you can't get that time back, and you have to accept it. Ultimately, forgive yourself, and
that's it.
it's a hard thing to do, man.
That's it. That's the reason why when I run, I do like motivational talks or motivational speeches while I'm running. But people think, and I'm talking to the people, but it's like I'm reminding myself. It's like I'm talking
For
to
sure.
myself and stuff like that because there's a lot of stuff that I got to remind myself that
Yeah.
that I can get through some stuff.
Yeah, I've been seeing some of your videos, man. You're like running on a treadmill with the rack squat, uh,
Yeah, that's
or,
my
or
that's why I call it the pole runner special.
the pole runner special.
Yeah, I have 135 on the bench bar, and I get on the treadmill, and my gym bro, he records and pushes the button. So I say incline, and we'll go up all the way to the top of the incline, and I try to keep it, and I try to keep it for 5, 6, sometimes 10 minutes to see just how far that I can go, stuff like that. But
Man,
that's the pole runner special though.
that's wild. Are you working out in Prescott?
Yes,
Or
I have like a little home gym, but sometimes we have I come to Hope, and there's a gym in Hope that me and him go to, and or sometimes we do a lot of park workouts too.
yeah.
So and then we go to the track. We done did like the hardest mile and stuff, and
What's
that
that? What's the
that
hardest
is
mile?
the hardest mile. Okay, and I done repeated all my hard workouts except for this one, but the hardest mile is you do one lap of burpee jumps. So you do a burpee and you jump forward, and you do that all the way around the
For a
track.
mile? Or
No,
just a
for that
okay.
lap, and then the next lap you do lunges all the way around, and then when you get there you do a bear crawl all the way around, and then the last lap you get to jog freely all the way
Oh, that
around.
last one sounds good.
Yeah, I mean that last one is so. I mean you burnt, but it's like okay, I can just run this one. But the first one, those
Bro.
burpee jumps all the way around, you never know about inching stuff out until you do a burpee jump because it's like you hit number 20 and you're not even in the corner yet.
Yeah, you can even win 100 meters.
uh-uh.
Like,
And man, it tests you. It
dang,
tests you.
I want to do that. That
Yeah.
sounds terrible.
It took me about 45, 50 minutes. It's grueling. It's grueling.
The bear crawl too. The bear crawl and the burpees scare me on
Yeah.
that lap. I can maybe get down with the lunges and the run, but
Yeah.
like I
It's it makes I'm telling you, it pushes you, but it pushes it in a good way. And if you have
yeah.
someone there, like my gym bro, man, he knows how to push me and stuff like that. So when I'm feeling tired, he's like, no, no. It's like you
Yeah.
the machine. It's like the machine don't get tired. So, I gotta, crank it
Yeah.
up and stuff like that. So,
What's
but
your favorite workout?
my favorite workout. Besides pole running, it has to be and I gotta give it to my gym bro because he gonna tell me burpees, and it's probably burpees. And still, cause burpees, I hate burpees,
Yeah.
but I do them because I hate them. And I was gonna try for the Guinness because I wrote Guinness because I wanted to do a record that wasn't on the list, and I wanted to do just a consistent do burpees without stopping. Just a straight, just see how many you can do. No stopping, no resting, no anything. And the Guinness people wrote back and said that they didn't approve of that right there. So I'm still going to do it because I want to see. Because
Yeah.
I done made, I think my max I done did is 205 without stopping. It's just straight grinding and stuff. But burpees, that they'll make a man out of you, man.
205. Yeah, just do it, just like set your own record and
Hmm.
drum up some hype on the
Yeah,
internet. Do you follow David Goggins at all?
man. That's who I want to meet, man, because he is part of my journey too. Because it was him that his voice that I heard when I was in that deep depression, and when he said, "Who's going to carry the boats and the logs?" And I look over there and I see that log,
Oh
and I was like,
man.
and that's how I started my journey. So I've been trying to get, just being able to just grab his attention and stuff, because I was like, you're the inspiration for the pole running and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because I was like, yeah, I can carry the boats and the logs mentally, but I want to carry them mentally and physically. And I haven't found the boat yet,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be the first one that says that I actually carried a boat and a log. So
Man,
yeah,
I love David Goggins, man. He's so motivational. I've listened to all of his stuff, and like when I'm on those runs, I hear his
yeah,
voice too. I'm the same way. Like I thought when I did that half marathon, I was like, all right, I put on like a 3 hour David Goggins motivational thing.
hmm,
And within the first mile, I was like, this ain't gonna work. Like no amount of music or motivation is gonna make me run this. And I just took it out. But
yeah,
I was like, every time I had ran or trained before that, I'd listen to music, but I had to like dig deep
deep,
and like into my own mind. And like I was emotional on that. That was the hardest thing in a short duration that I'd done
mhm,
was the 13 miles in 2.5 hours, but no amount of caffeine
mhm,
or music or anything. So when I did the 31.4 miles, nothing, didn't listen to nothing.
mhm,
Like I'm just in my head in the zone. So
yeah,
now when I run and train, I don't listen. I might listen to
exactly,
David Goggins on the drive to
yeah,
the track or
before,
to the
hmm,
park, but I'm not listening to nothing when I get out there.
yeah, it's the same with me. Like I be telling people, like when I do my videos and my TikTok, I was like, when I'm in the gym, there's no music. I was like, I just want to be in my own head. I want to hear my own heartbeat racing. I want to, hear my own screaming and stuff like that when I'm running. I don't want to hear nothing in my ears. I just want to hear my own, heartbeat racing and my breath trying to, race and stuff like that. Because it's just when they say it's you versus you and stuff like that, that's what I'm picturing is can I get into my own head to I don't want no music to make me push, because when there's no music, when people forget their headphones at the house and they get to the gym, then they have a terrible day
Yeah.
and stuff at the gym. But I was like, I don't need the music. I don't need any motivation, because as soon as I get in, as soon as I open that door, or as soon as I pick up the pole, I do like a little battle cry, like a yell, and it's like it's go time and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So yeah,
Man, I love that silence, and I guess I thank David Goggins for it because he talks about it about like he's like when I get done running, every question I ever had is answered, and it's like that's some real shit, man.
it
Like
is.
I ran that 31 miles and I had thought about everything I'd ever been through and more,
Hmm.
and like if I have music, I'm kind of like jamming or like
Yeah.
listening to a podcast. It distracts you, and maybe it does like send off some dopamine and like help motivate or push
Hmm.
you, but like that discipline, that's something I want to ask you is do you think there's a difference between motivation and discipline?
Yes, there is a big difference, because you can't stay motivated for a lifetime. You can't you motivation, like somebody said, motivation might get you started, but it's not going to keep you.
Yeah.
Discipline is being able to wake up and do it without any motivation, without any inspiration. You just know that this is what you got to do, and discipline is a way to just get it done. And it keeps you for the long run, that long term.
Yeah.
Motivation is a short term thing to me.
Yeah. I agree. That's exactly what I would have said. You know, um, 'Cause I don't think a lot of people understand the difference between the two. If somebody was looking to get started in some of this endurance running or workouts, what would you recommend that they start at?
Like I started out as walking.
Yeah.
If you can keep a constant, and it's all about anything in life is about consistency. See, if you start walking and you can get the walk out for like 2 weeks, 2, 3 weeks to a month, then, you start walking, jogging, and then just see how far you can go each day. Uh, the stairway to heaven on mine's on my run, it took me a couple of months to even make it to the top. And when I make it
Dang.
to the top, I still got to run home after that. So just me making it to the top, I felt good that I was able to make it to the top without stopping. But then I was like, you know what? I want to make it to this point next time. So, you may feel tired. You may feel tired. Your legs might want to give out. You might be breathing heavy and stuff like that. But you can always do just one more step,
Yeah.
just a couple more steps just to get past the point where you at and stuff. And it's hard at first, but then your body's gonna get used to it. You're gonna start loving it. You're gonna start wanting to do more and stuff like that. And the more in shape that you get, it's just innately that you want to go do bigger and better
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, dude. I I've been back and forth, like in and out the gym and doing yoga for 10 years or something. But I have all these like chronic injuries and like chronic pain. So it's kind of like, oh well, I can't because I hurt or whatever. I feel better with my chronic pain now than I have in the last like 6 years when I first started like getting the arthritis and stuff. And it's the working out and it's done like wonders for like mental health. I feel like more confident when
Hmm.
I'm like doing public speaking or like networking for my business and stuff. Just the working out, like when I hurt my foot and I couldn't run, I felt it.
Yeah.
And I gotta get in the gym. Like
Yeah. I'm with you.
I gotta like throw some iron or like run or something. And
Hmm.
it's addicting, but it's like it's made me feel so much better.
Yes, and that's what working out does, man. It's like it gives you not only gives you confidence, man. It gives you that I can do anything attitude, and that's what I love about it because it gives you that self esteem that you need to get over stuff. It gives you that mentality that no matter what life throws at me, I know I got the discipline to do it. Because I
Yeah.
try to take one day off, and
I
I
saw
had
your video.
yeah, I try to take one day off, and I ain't took a day off in 17 months. I was going 17 months straight, and I was like, okay, I'll take a day off, and then I almost couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I was back, and I did a double run the next day. I
Just
was
to
like,
make up
yeah,
for it.
just to make up for it.
What made you start sharing your story publicly online?
Because everybody needs that inspiration, that motivation, and stuff like that. Because some people, I be thinking some people are just in that point of life where they're teeter tottering on where I was, like suicide or stay alive and keep going. And I'm just trying to give a message, when I'm running and stuff like that, that you can still push through. Yeah, it may be hard, and yeah, you might be struggling, you might be going through storms, but you can always overcome them. It's like they don't last always, and if you take a storm how it is, you can become stronger and you can become better, and that's what I'm trying to because I was in that spot and falling down and down the hill. So I just want people to reach their potential.
Have you had anybody message you or like reach out to you, comment, and say that you've inspired them or
Yeah,
anything like
a
that?
lot of people. Some of them leave them on my videos and stuff like that. Some of them message me and stuff like that, and that's the reason I keep doing what I'm doing because you never know what video might reach that person at
When
that
they
point in
need it
time
the
when
most.
they need it and stuff. And you got to say the right things and stuff like that. You got to, and I like to lead by example. I don't like to just be talking because I don't say I don't say words until I'm deep into the run. Like I gotta be sweating, I gotta be tired, and then I get on camera. If I don't want to be like right at the beginning
Not in
of
the
it.
beginning when you
Yeah,
feel good and
yeah. No,
fresh.
I want
Yeah.
my heartbeat racing. And I'll at the start of the race, I know what I'm going to say. But when you're tired, when you're tired, the words leave your mind and stuff like that. So it helps me mentally as well because
Yeah.
you gotta, you know, so it gets me in that gives me that hype and stuff like that where I gotta do this because you never know who's in that position of needing that motivating talk.
Yeah. And man, I hope they find it. And I believe like the right place, right time,
Mhm.
especially somebody that needs it. Something so simple, like a simple message could really change somebody's life. Like David Goggins has touched millions and millions of people by
Yeah.
putting out his content. And I know a lot of people hate him or don't jive with him or he has haters, but
Mhm. Everybody does though.
everybody
Cause
does.
I do my stuff and ain't nothing wrong with just motivating and inspiring people and people still get
You
on
got people
there.
hating.
Yeah, and I was like, what is that? And like, do you just wake up and just angry or somebody's
Man,
doing something that you can't do or want to do and you just gotta, cut them down
there
and
ain't
stuff?
no reason
No.
to be hating unless like I mean not even unless it's like you're either making them feel insignificant or uncomfortable or
Mm-hmm.
they're seeing you do something and they can't do it and so they're like they
Mm-hmm.
want to chop you down and bring you back down
Yeah.
to their level.
That's the reason I tell people in one of my motivational videos, I was like, there's nothing that person at the top of the hill has done or can do that you can't do to get up there in his spot. There's nothing. It's like it's all about mindset. It's all about mindset, heart, and will, determination. That's it.
That person at the top of the hill isn't going on social media and like hating on other people,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
They're trying to uplift them.
Uplift them.
Oh, you walked a mile today? Like good
Awesome.
job, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
that's
and that's
it.
yeah, that's what I like about them because no matter if they walking, I was like, that's what I like. You can walk, crawl, as long as you moving forward. Man, I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah,
So,
man. There's my brother is he's getting into it. Um, he's like pre-diabetic. He's taller than me. He's a big dude, but we've been working out together maybe a few months now. I signed him up for a 10K
oh
race,
yeah,
and we ran a little bit last night.
uh-huh.
Where my back hurts, so I did like a weighted vest incline
Mm-hmm.
walk for an hour, and he ran for like the first time. But he's losing weight. He's feeling better, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just that consistency. But when we first started out, you know, like he
Yeah,
couldn't lift very much, you
yeah,
know, and now he's like, I feel like I'm getting some muscle.
yeah,
And we're only
yeah.
working out 1 hour a week
Mm-hmm.
together. I'm working out every day, but I get him to go at least once a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's changing his life.
But that 1 hour is so important, though. That 1 hour for me is my free time. That's my me time, and that's when I just focus on myself, focus on the grind, something that I do well. So that 1 hour is important, man.
So are you waking up at 3, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning?
Uh, I tell people I grind anytime, any day, in anything, any condition.
I saw a video last night or the day before. You did a 12 o'clock midnight pole
Yeah,
run.
yeah, I do. Yeah, I do night runs, do morning runs, I do afternoon runs. I go to the gym at nighttime, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter. It's like
Whenever, yeah,
whenever it hits me. That's the reason I was like. Sometimes I work out like 2, 3 times a day
yeah,
and stuff like that. But it's only like an hour, and
yeah,
stuff like that. But that hour, I try not to rest much. I was like, I give myself 10 seconds to
yeah.
break, and then hey, I'm back to it.
Yeah. I've been working out with this guy and we do like 30 seconds in between the sets
Mhm.
and it's like push to effort
Yeah.
and then there's like a 30-second break. So even when I work out by myself, I do the same thing cuz I used to like be in the gym for like 2 hours, you know, and like lifting weights and like and that's fun, that's cool, but like if you really want that like growth, it's like
Yeah.
push it hard. I won't text anybody back. I won't look
Mhm.
at my phone at all because it's like
Yep.
this hour is for me
Yep.
to spend doing this.
Exactly. Because I like the intensity. I
Yeah.
love I love intensity. That's what I'm there for. It's like the intensity gets me up in the morning. I don't wake up for an easy day. I don't go to the gym. I don't run for an easy day. There's no easy days. It's like I wake up to actually push myself and to test myself. As soon as I'm done with one workout, another workout is already on my
Like
mind.
what's next?
Yeah, like what's next? It's like what we got next. So
Have you ever heard of the Spartan races?
Yes.
The Tough Mudders?
Yeah. I watch that sometimes.
That's what I did for my 33rd birthday in February. My birthday's March 1st, but the race was February 28th. And I'd signed up for, I went and volunteered, and I thought I was going to get to race for free. It turns out they're like, you can get a 5K race for volunteering. And I was like, I didn't drive all this way to run a 5K. And so I ended up having to buy a ticket to run the Infinity, which is where you just run infinity laps until the 9 hours is up. So that's what I did. I ended up 8 hours, 47 minutes, 31 miles
Man.
in like the obstacles. I was wondering if he was into it because it's so much fun in the community. Like I met a bunch of people and like went out and ate with them afterwards. And like one dude ran it barefoot.
Oh, wow.
And one guy said that was like his 200th race.
Man.
These people are like going to like the world's toughest Spartan races, which are like 24 hours. And so I was just wondering if you'd been into that.
I watched them because I watched that, and I watched the World Fittest. I forgot what they call it, like the fitness competition.
Is it like the Deca?
No,
or the High Rocks?
I forgot what they call it, but it's like the World's Fittest where they have I forgot what it's called, but
Yeah, there's so many different.
So
things.
I watched those. The thing is I just I don't want to be in that competitive mode anymore because I know even if it's a community of people that I know, that competitive side in me is going to turn into a competition, and I'm going to get competitive, and I'm going to, it's just not going to be joyful for me anymore and stuff. And I just know myself and stuff. So I try not, even though I want to do it, I try not to do it because I still want to enjoy it. And like I tore my my hamstring that they couldn't fix, so I don't have a full stride anymore.
Oof.
So I have to drag my left leg. It's like it's crazy, and sometimes it locks up. So when I run, instead of running like this right here, I have to turn my foot to the side to carry it and stuff like that. Even though it doesn't look like that when I do my videos or when somebody record me, but yeah, and I know I couldn't give my best, and I always want to give my best. And if I'm just doing it by myself, then I know that I gave my best.
Yeah.
But if somebody's beating me and somebody beats me, it's like I'm not at my 100%. That's the reason why he beat me. But then, I have that mental thing that I got to deal with.
It's hard running with other people that I've learned from the last two races because it's like, oh shit, I should be like running as fast as them, and then I'm like, I can't keep up, and then I'm like, it's messing with me mentally, And when I went and did that Tough Mudder in Austin, I was just like, nope, this is me versus me because I am. But everybody was passing me. And turns out these people are like, they do this stuff. I didn't train for a 30-mile race. I trained for a 15K, and I had to just like stay in my lane, keep my head down, and just keep pushing.
And that's the only thing I would do a competition if my body was at 100%, or if I could get my body up to 100%. I went to the doctor to try to get my leg fixed because I really wanted to do some competition, and I wanted to do it at my best. But they said there's nothing that they could do to fix it. So I just can't. I don't have a full stride anymore. So yeah,
You're still doing it, man.
Yeah, it's because I love running. I thank God that I can still at least run, stuff like that.
So what mission are you on now? What's your next goals?
Right now, I'm training for that 50-mile run, and then and I'm trying to do the burpee things too, because I stopped doing the burpee because my right shoulder, I'm doing therapy on that right now. My right shoulder started hurting, so I couldn't crank out as many burpees as I want to. But as soon as my shoulder gets back, my goal is 500 burpees without stopping. So I still have 300 to go, but I know that I can hit 300. I just gotta put in my mind, you just go up, get back up, and that's why I gotta tell myself just keep going.
Have you looked into like how many has somebody done before? Or?
Yes, because I was aiming for it. I was trying to do the 1 hour burpee Guinness record, and I think that was 1,000 something or something like that. It could, and I could be wrong. I
Yeah.
forgot how much it was. And my first time doing it, and this was out training. I did 500 an hour, which I recorded. It's on my TikTok. I did 500 without stopping. Well, I stopped and took the thing down. If I had a recorder, if I had somebody to write it down for me, because I had to stop and write my own stuff down and then get back to it. So, that took some time
That's
off my
crazy.
thing. So, but yeah, my max is 500 an hour, but 203 without stopping.
Man, that's impressive. Um,
It's a lung burner though. Your lungs hurt afterwards.
I bet, man. So are you like pressing and then going down, or are you just up and then flat straight to the ground? Are you doing like
Yeah,
a push up to the
I'm
ground?
doing a push up. So when I go down, I try to relax my arms as I go down. That
Yeah.
way I don't wear out my arms, and I push
Push
back
yourself
up.
up.
Yeah, and I try to pull my legs in as far as I can, so I don't do a full push up. It's more like a squat, so I can depend more on my legs and my core, which is I can do a lot more on that one. But your endurance got to be up, because those burpees, they
Get your
take it.
heart
Yeah.
rate through the roof,
Yes.
moving like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna have to try the the hardest mile. Is that what
The
you called
hardest
it?
mile. Yeah. Check it out. Check it out, because that is a tester.
Man, it sounds fun. Sounds miserable, but
It is.
I
It
want to
is.
do it.
But if you have somebody with you, it's way more fun
Yeah,
and stuff like that. It's way fun, especially you have somebody that motivates you
yeah.
and stuff like that. Don't have them do it with you. Have them motivate you first, and then you just have that motivate out there. But yeah,
Man, that's crazy. We're almost done. I got a couple more questions for you. What do you want people to remember about Michael Pickens?
uh, and I used to think about this. I just want to be remembered as somebody that overcame storms, that that motivated people, that inspired people, that that really fought for something in life. And I just want people to know that you know it's not the end of the road, no matter what you're going through. It might seem like it, and even if you're in that dark spot, there's always light somewhere around there that you can find a way out. You just got to find your purpose and your reason in life. And I think if everybody found their purpose in life and their reason in life, they can push through anything. So yeah, that's the only thing, because most of the time people just don't know their purpose or their reason in life, and they fall out. So
It's just like the endurance, the training and stuff,
mhm.
like you just keep pushing, keep striving,
Yes,
just can't give up.
yes, don't give up, don't give up, because it's like it doesn't matter if, like I tell people, it doesn't matter if you're at the bottom of the hill or the top of the hill. Life is going to come the way life comes. It's like it's going to throw stuff at you, no matter if you running or if you just standing still. So
Yeah.
you might as well get out there and start running.
I love that. I've been thinking a lot lately, like I'm getting stronger, but like life just doesn't get any easier. Like
Mm-mm.
I'm getting stronger in the gym, but the workouts are still hard.
Yeah.
Like they're just I'm gaining that intensity and the
Mm-hmm.
capacity to handle it, but it just doesn't. I mean,
Mm.
hopefully life gets easier, but like it's just
And the
seems like
thing
it's
is,
always hard.
no, because I tell people in my motivation, I tell life, I like, hey, send me the storms. I'm ready for them. Like, I'm ready. I was like, I done been through the tough times. I was like, there's nothing you can do to me that can make me stop now. I was like,
Yeah.
give me the storms. Because I know if I get through that storm, I'm gonna be stronger, be wiser, and there's nothing else and if you give me the biggest one, and I get beyond that one, there's nothing else you
Like
can do. Yeah,
yeah, can't
it's,
hurt
it's
me.
light work after that. So like I tell, like I like to do in my motivational videos. Right now I'm strong mentally, and I want the hardest trials. I want the biggest storms, because when I motivate people, I want them to know that it can be done and stuff like that. That you don't have to lay down for you don't have to lay down for life. You know, you can fight back. That's what we're made for. We made to fight.
I love it, dude. I feel motivated and inspired now. Um, so I told you previously, I have each guest ask the future guests a question. I don't even know who I'm going to interview next, but the last people I had on, um, this guy, LaKing Harris. Well, I had on Joe Till, but we talked so much I forgot to ask him. LaKing was a Marine, and he runs Texarkana Future Leaders, which is like a youth group, and work out, and they make these kids like lead the workouts, and they do all this cool stuff. And he had two of his kids that were in the group on the podcast, and they crushed it, man. And one was in junior high, one was in high school. And his question for you was, what are you doing that's benefiting the people as a whole?
Well, not only the motivation, but also on Sundays, me and my gym bro, we have a group of kids on Sunday that we take out and we work out and we do things with and stuff like that. And we talk to them because we want them to know that, you know, really know about life and stuff like that. Because a lot of kids just uh, doesn't know about they know about life that they really doesn't know what it comes with and stuff like that. And I want them to be successful. So we sit down, we talk to them, we work out. They are some go getters. I have them posted up on my TikTok page, and and but yeah, we push them, they push us, and it's nice, it's nice, but motivating people no matter where you at. That's the reason I like social media because you can motivate people around the world that watches your videos and stuff like that, and that brings people together and stuff. So if you can reach anybody, kid, adult, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. And like and this is what I like to do because I coach for free. I don't charge anybody, any kid or anybody that I ever coach, anything because fitness to me is life, and if you can get disciplined in this part of life right here, you can be disciplined in just about anything. If you can push yourself out and to go do a workout, you know keep a constant thing, good.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's a great answer. And do you have a question for the next guest?
Yes, I would like to know, what does your journey truly mean to you, like the deeper meaning of your journey.
Man, I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story. Is there anything else that you want to say, or where can people follow you on TikTok and
Yeah.
Facebook and all that?
Okay. I don't have my code to my YouTube anymore, so that sucks. But you can find me on TikTok. Just type in the pole runner. It's all one word, the pole runner. You can find me there. And also on TikTok, you can just hashtag the pole runner and my stuff will pop up. I'm the only one that's why it says the pole runner.
Okay.
If you just type in pole runner or something like that, you might pop up something
Might
else.
find something else.
So the pole runner. So you can find me on TikTok on that, or you can follow me on
Okay.
Facebook.
Cool. And I'll put all that like in the show notes whenever we post it up in a week or two. And I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your story. It's nice to meet you. And
Oh,
what else you got?
just
Yeah.
one thing. Also you can follow my gym bro because we do a lot of stuff together and stuff. Uh, what is your Yes, it's his TikTok is Demarcus Hamilton. So it's DMARCUS. So
Okay.
no DE, just DM.
I'll find it from your
Yeah.
page and
Yeah.
then copy the link and put it in the show notes too,
Yes.
and make sure I follow them too.
Thank you. All
Yeah.
right.
All right. Thanks.
No
Appreciate it.
problem. Appreciate it.